So I really got to thank you all for this video right here. You know, we reviewed tons of headsets, tons of comparisons of headsets on here and everything. And I don't know why this one didn't come to my mind, but thankfully for all you all in the comments over time have been recommending this one. The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless versus the HyperX Cloud Flights. As you can see, we have the S right here, but yeah, you can compare this just to all the other flights as well. And by the way, if you want deeper dives into both of these, because again, this is going to be a quick roundup comparison here, but if you want more info on both of these, I did do standalone reviews of these headsets as well. Also, even the regular flights, not the S, but again, they're the same. So diving right into comfort here, straight out the box, besides even, again, the build and the style of them, these ear cushions right here. So both ear cushions are 100% completely pleather inside and out right here. But looking at the ones on the Cloud 2s, they're a little bit smaller, I would say, like just thinner right there, but still very nice memory foam. They don't pinch, they're not, it's just a very nice cushion, plenty big, plenty deep, very cozy. But looking at the ear cushions over here on the Flight S, they look a lot bigger, right? They definitely are deeper, as you can see right there. They just look like, again, a bigger ear cushion. But as crazy as it sounds right here, the Cloud 2s, and again, it's hard to see on camera, but they got a little bit more of a memory foam feeling when over on the Flight S, they just kind of got that plush, cushiony feel, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Again, they both have great ear cushions, but don't look at the Cloud 2s like, oh man, they got dinky ear cushions. You know, again, both ear cushions get the job done for sure. Coming up to the headband, again, quite different. You got the whole wraparound on the Cloud 2s, and then on the Flight S, you just got that little bit up there. But again, both of them are completely comfortable right up there. You don't really notice any difference between either of them. Where you can see some differences here, big difference as far as comfort, is the adjustability within both of them. Now, both of them got the clicky arms. The Cloud 2s go right by the forks. The Flight S come out through the headband right there. But the biggest thing on the Cloud 2s is you don't have that stinking swivel. Your ear cups go in and out and everything, but there's no swivel. It budges a little bit right there, but again, not that traditional swivel. Coming over here looking at the Flight S, you have all of that movement there. Ear cushions go in and out. You got that full swivel right there. It's just, again, you got all that adjustability you need on the Flight S. Now, as far as weight, yes, the Cloud 2s are an absolute pinch lighter than the Flight S right here, but as crazy as it sounds, the Flight S do feel a little more drastically heavy. I think it's the proportion of them. Again, with all of our gizmos and gadgets and ear cushions, which we're going to talk about shortly, you do feel them being a little bit bottom heavy right down there. When again, on the Cloud 2s, when they're on your head, they feel, again, just perfectly balanced up there. And they do feel noticeably lighter, I guess, again, because that weight is proportioned perfectly on these guys. So now this is where things are going to get a little bit weird. After talking about all that comfort right there and everything, when we put these guys on our head, starting with the Flight S right here, they're incredibly comfortable. The clamping force is clear as day, a medium clamping force. Maybe medium to light, but more towards medium right there. You know, I'm not getting any pressure points. I got all that swivel, so it's not pushing me in the front or the back or anything like that. Very comfortable right there. But again, it is a little bit tighter, but still very, very cozy right there. Now we come over to the Cloud 2 Wireless. Like, again, when I stated how that weight, you can tell the weight, it's like, and it's clear as day. This is right on that line, perfectly on that line of medium to light clamping force. This is definitely a lot lighter on the head than the Flight S over here, or heck, any of the flights, you know. But I gotta say, even without the swivel, these guys are incredibly comfortable. Yes, over a long period of session, me wearing glasses, I get that pressure point up here, and again, it is a little bit tighter on my glasses. You know, if your glasses lighter, you use glasses wear and you used tight headsets, you get my drift. It kind of makes your glasses bounce a little bit when you adjust right there. It's not hurt my frames, but again, it's right up here on my jawline where I feel that pressure over a long session of time. But I think if you didn't wear glasses, or say if you like the Alphas or the original Cloud 2s, you got a complete win right here. And it's almost like I want to take both of them. It's like I want the swivel. I said this in multiple of my reviews before, right? I want swivel on the Cloud headsets, you know what I mean? It completed for me, you know? So it's kind of like hit or miss. Like, these feel, I guess, a little bit better or a little bit lighter. It's so hard to wrap this up, but these, you got that adjustability, so it's a little bit more comfortable for a long session. So I guess think about, do you wear glasses? Do you, again, like the original Cloud 2s or Alpha feel on your head? Then you got a complete win right here. But if you don't like that swivel like me, again, you do have it on the Flight S here. And if you're curious, yes, you can change the ear pads on both of these headsets here. Very easy. Just pull them out, bam, they come out, and they slide right into that notch right there. So next up, build. And as I stated in the beginning, they are quite different. Again, with the Cloud 2 wireless, they look exactly like the Cloud 2 wired or the Alphas. They did kind of jazz up the forks, a little curvature here and everything, but I can stretch this guy out, twist it up. I don't get worried one bit whatsoever. The cool thing on the Cloud 2s, again, comparing, I've turned this into like a Cloud wireless versus the Cloud 2 wired comparison, you know. But anyways, on the wireless, they removed those plastic brackets out there, so it goes right into the ear cup now. I love it. So when you set it down, you don't got to worry about those brackets potentially breaking. That was one thing I couldn't stand on the wired or, again, the Alpha. But be careful on your desk, because now you're going straight metal to your desk, so watch out for that. But as far as durability, I think they did a great job, great improvement right here. Again, I've been stating it since my first video, they needed to change those brackets, and hey, they did it right here. I think I earned some commission, like, come on, hook it up. Anyways, going to the Flights or Flight S right here, pretty much all plastic, metal reinforced headband again, but still when I bend this guy out, this is about as far as I can go. As we saw with the Cloud 2s, I can go completely out, but I don't think anyone's going to be bending it this far, you know, so I think you're good. Twist it up, perfectly fine. The thing about these guys where you get that extra durability is, again, you have that complete swivel right here, so you don't really got to worry if you're bending it up or something. It's going to move around for you wherever you're constantly bending it there. Now, features and functions on both headsets, and this is where things are going to get quite different. Let's go and run down on the Cloud 2 wireless real quick here. Back right ear cushion, volume wheel, up and down, power button, mic mute, mic active, USB-C charging, and then your microphone port. Done with the Cloud 2s. Now looking at the Flight S, back right ear cushion, again, volume wheel up and down, left ear cushion, power button, 7.1, micro USB charge port, and then your microphone port there. Now, looking on the outside of the Flight S ear cushion here, this is different on the regular Flights. The regular Flights do not have this. This is just on the S variant right here. You have these 4 little dimples right in there, and those are actually buttons you can press down and control the headset. You can actually get into the software and program to what you want. As far as if you wanted volume, I mean, you got your wheel over there, but you can do mic up and down, your side tone, active, whatever you want right there. Again, you can program these to those buttons. Absolutely awesome there. But even on top of that, again, only on the Flight S, not on a regular Flight, is you can charge this headset by QI charging. You can get any charger, basic old Anchor one, or heck, HyperX sells ones as well. Just bam, set it down there, and they're gonna charge up. And you get up to 30 hours of battery life on both headsets. So looking at those features and functions compared to both of these headsets, again, I wanna just make that clear. The regular Flights do not have the stuff as the S right here with the buttons and the QI charging. Kind of look at that as without buttons and then basic charging right there. But I love the S's, again, for the extra bit of change. These features and controls right here are awesome. Again, with just a flick of the button right there, being able to program it to what you want. The QI charging, I absolutely love, and I can't wait till more tech is like that, like a game controller, just set it down or something. I don't know, I love it. HyperX has it in some of their mice as well, and I just love that feature, you know. But again, over here on the Clouds, I mean, you're set. You have what you need right there, you know. If you don't need any of these other controls, bam, you're good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about sound, and then we'll go ahead and do a mic test on both of them. But the sound, this one took me a while to test, honestly, because when I do these roundups or comparison videos, I don't just go back to my other videos and say, hey, what did I say there? I take it out and I actually test them all on different games, or what games I'm playing now, what consoles. Speaking about consoles, these were tested on the PS5, the Mac, the Switch, and the PC right there. And I'm playing multiple games, or editing videos, watching videos, listening to music on both of them, right? Talking about the games I've been playing, just so you know, Call of Duty, been getting back into the Division, playing in New York City DLC. What an awesome game. Crazy game to be playing during a pandemic. Anyways, not a game review. Right, so I've been playing that. Dabbled with a little bit of the Medium the other day since that came out, and there was one other one I was playing. What the heck else was I playing? Dirt 5. Dirt 5 on the PS5. That is an awesome game to be testing headsets on. But anyways, just letting you know, I've tested on a variety of games there. So playing all those games on these headsets, believe it or not, they were quite similar. And first off, talking similarities right here, are the dongles that they sync up for wireless. Again, you just take this dongle, slap it in there. You don't got to hold any other buttons down or anything. Put it in, turn the headset on, and it's going to pair up. You will have an update on the software probably. But one thing I want to point out, and HyperX, I hope you fix this. The dongles are a spitting image the exact same. It doesn't say Cloud 2s or flights. Like, you don't know how many times during this test I'm plugging in the wrong one. Like, on my computer is saying this, the other, you know? So it's like, I wish they would do something, maybe a little print down here, Cloud 2s, or I don't know, something to be able to decipher them. Because, yeah, people do own multiple copies of it. It's just not us reviewers, you know? And it's just, again, let's do something to differentiate your dongles between different devices. Now, even though quite similar, there are some differences within the specs. Cloud 2 wireless using 53mm drivers with a frequency range of 15 to 20,000 right there. The lower number being your bass, highers being your treble right there. Coming over to the Flight S, we have 50mm drivers with a frequency range of 10 to 20,000. So now, I'm no speaker technician by any means. I use a lot of headphones and a lot of headsets. So where I'm getting this from and what I'm thinking is, again, with that driver size and then that range difference right there, it's really just balancing each other out. And honestly, with the sound on all of those devices, on every game, they sounded pretty much to a T the exact same. And they sound great on all of those right there. And that goes for music, videos, heck, editing, or again, gaming, whether that be a story game or a first person. I've always felt like, again, even back to the original Cloud 2s, is that the HyperX, they're that perfect middle ground for headsets. There's not too many highs, there's not too much bass, it's right here, not flat or muddy by any means, but again, you have that immersion, and you have that detail, you have that volume. It's just doing everything right there. Again, great for footsteps in a competitive first-person game right there, but also great in, again, a story game. Me playing a lot of Division, I just love it. I'm getting that environment. The reload of the weapon is just, you get that detail, that clickiness of it, if you catch my drift. I just love being able to hear those kind of details, you know. Talking about playing dirt on a PS5, it's just the popping of the engine, the squealing of the tires, you know, the crowd and everything. It was awesome on both of them. And again, no joke, they pretty much sounded a T, right to a T, similar across every device in every game. Now, where they did differ quite a bit in sound right here, which I don't use and I don't recommend you ever basing your headset decision off this feature, is the stinking 7.1 surround sound. Both of them have it. On the Cloud 2s, you press the power button and it'll sync over to it. It pauses for a second and then syncs over. You get that little tone. And then again, on the Flight S, you have a dedicated 7.1 button right down there. So talking about the 7.1 on both of them and why it differed. Number one, on the Flight S, when you fired up that 7.1, you got that real high-pitched, distant, echoey 7.1. I can't stand it. I just can't. You know what I mean? I don't think it gives any sort of benefit right there. It just tweaks that sound. Anyways, I do not like the surround sound on the Flight S right here. Now, talking about the surround sound on the Cloud 2s, it doesn't do that, which is real crazy. Because again, we're talking about it brings out the highs and gives you that echo distant sound on the S's over here. Cloud 2s, it almost gives it more body. It was really strange because, again, it was drastically different when you fired them up. And on the Cloud 2 wireless, I could use the surround sound here. Again, it was a complete different surround sound. Would I say it's giving you that benefit or that competitive edge right there? No, I wouldn't, but it's almost like a different EQ. Think about it as, again, pulling out more body, giving you a little bit more detail right there, kind of separating the sounds a tad. I still prefer it without. But again, it is usable and actually bearable right here and kind of fun in certain situations. So all in all, as crazy as it sounds with the sound, too many sounds, of both of these headsets right here, don't let that be your deciding factor as far as your purchase. Again, please never look at 7.1 on headsets as a purchase decision for you. But again, base core sound of both of these headsets, that doesn't have to be your deciding factor because, again, they both sound great and they both sound, again, pretty much the exact same to a T. All right, so we're now using a microphone on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless headset right here. Now, in your box of the Cloud 2s, they also include a windscreen. But for the sake of this review right here, this comparison, I'm not going to put it on because, again, you don't get a windscreen with the flights. But anyways, as far as the HyperX microphones, they really get that directional sound. Like, so right now it's closer to my mouth here. You hear some of those P's and T's, which, again, that windscreen will eliminate. But again, if I pull it farther out, let me pull it out here. So now that the microphone is further away right there, as you can see, my voice got lower. I'm still talking the exact same. So again, with HyperX microphones, the closer you get, I got it back up right now. As you see, it gets a little bit clearer and a little bit louder. All right, so we're now using a microphone on the Flight S headset right here. And honestly, I think these microphones sound pretty much the exact same. Again, I got it close right now. I'm going to pull it further away, and as you can see, it does get lower right here. Again, closer, and it gets louder. Now, one thing I forgot to mention on the Cloud 2s, this happens on both headsets, is whenever you mute it, you get this nice red light indicator up at the front. Really cool to, again, kind of reassure you, hey, my microphone is muted. Again, that takes place on both of the headsets, and also on both headsets, you have mic monitoring. But on the Flight S, with those buttons on the side, again, you can control that if you want it higher or lower, and you also have game to chat control on the Flight S. Okay, so when we get to the conclusion right here, I think the other thing we need to talk about is price. The Flight S MSRP is $159, so say $160 over here, and then on the Cloud 2s are $150. So you're talking a $10 difference between these, but again, some of the features I pointed out on the Flight S, again, you can get them on the regular flights, same sound, comfort and everything, but without the features. And you can get those these days right around 120. So again, if you don't need the features, save a little bit of money, you can go with those there. But talking about the comparison of these two, the newer HyperX headsets, a $10 difference, which isn't much. So again, talking about not much, that's what we're looking at with these headsets. Like there's not too much as far as core aspects different. Comfort's great on both of them. Sound is great. The same on both of them. The microphone is the same on both of them. You know what I mean? If I had to pick one, me personally, one that I would have to use, it would definitely be the Flight S. Easily. I love the features and functions packed on this guy. I love the QI charging, you know what I mean? But me being a tech junkie and just loving cool, innovative tech, that's another thing I just love about this. The controls, the QI charging is just cool to me. But again, you may care less, you know, and you go with this guy right here, which is just a straight up core solid headset right here. The build is just awesome. The style, that's going to be another personal preference thing. Some of you may not like the black and red. Also talking about the regular flights, they come in black and red and black and green, I believe. So with the S, you get this real sleek, awesome, just matte black look. It just looks awesome. It just looks sleek. I love the way it looks, you know what I mean? So again, you're kind of stuck with that black and red here until they release the Cloud 2s in different versions with different colors, you know? But all in all, both headsets are great. They sound great. I feel like you're getting more bang for your buck. Again, talking a $10 difference with the Flight S over here. That's my honest opinion. But again, you look at USB-C charging, the micro, but you got QI over here. It's a really tough call, honestly, because both of them, as I stated, have so much similar, which makes them both stinking fantastic. So please let me know which one you pick or which one you prefer if you've used both of them. Write down in the comments, because again, this is a tough comparison. It really is, with it being so similar, and again, across the board, great for all of them. Let me know what you think down below. Would you spend that extra 10 bucks and go with the Flight S, or heck, would you just save money altogether and go with the original flights right there? Again, I'm really curious. This is definitely a conversation piece right here with this comparison, and thank you all so much for this recommendation on this comparison. It was a blast. It was a confusing one. It was a tough one, which was really fun, you know what I mean? I love a good challenge, so definitely keep them coming this way. Again, I love your recommendations, and I had an absolute blast with this review. I hope you guys did as well, and I hope I helped you out with this comparison, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.